Welcome back to Frontier Bobs, an actual play RPG played in the acid western role-playing game Frontier Scum by Carl Druid.
Yeehaw! I'm Janette, and I'm playing Killdread Sprains, wanted dead for casual murder.
Howdy, I'm Alex, and I'll be playing Mr. Clem Cuddles III, wanted dead or alive for spectacular theft.
Hi, I'm Cristina, and I'm playing Mariposa Dela Cruz Rosales, also known as Smiley, and I got attempted grave robber to my name.
Yippee! I'm Dan, and I'm playing Archie Elseworth. I'm wanted dead for attempted picketing.
I'm Shaun, your game marshal. And if you like what you hear, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast and check out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/thehouseofbob. Last time on Frontier Bobs, Killdread, Clem, and Archie climb down into the caverns beneath the Trionic chapel, exploring what's left of the abandoned abbey. They find another dead priest, marked with the same slashed eye symbol they found on a bandit's knife, as well as a journal that's a mix between liturgical speeches and engineering drawings. The author of the journal recounts the construction of the abbey, recurrent raids by bandits, and the dissolution of his church as the followers fled rather than fight back against the outlaws. Our outlaws, Killdread, Clem, Archie, and Mariposa,
Howdy.
then find a strange steamwork contraption and activate it, which temporarily brings to life a strange automaton.
Oh, I wasn't there.
Oh yeah, Mariposa wasn't there. She was upstairs, above ground, when she heard the Abbey's bell tower bell ring. And where we left off was with Clem and Archie, wounded by the encounter with the Clockwork Man, Killdread working to rouse them back to consciousness, sharing his supply of precious cigarettes, Mariposa standing up in the bell tower, looking down as a gang of horsemen ride hastily towards the abbey. She fired a shot at them and missed, and now aims down the barrel again. And our NPC, Beatrice Castledown, Sandologist Extraordinaire, is on the ground next to the house.
Locking the doors, I should mention.
Oh yeah, she's going to run towards the doors. All right. First, I want to know, do the players underground notice that anything is happening? So go ahead, roll me a wits.
We may have heard a gunshot because
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Mariposa took a shot.
I got an 11.
I also got an 11.
Ooh.
17.
So Archie's keen ears detect gunfire. You are alerted to something going on, whatever you choose to do about that. It is, however, the approaching bandits' turn, and they spend their time getting closer to the walls and surrounding the walls of the abbey. Some of them are circling around behind the back, closer to the bell tower, maybe trying to use the walls of the abbey as cover, and some of them are coming towards the front gates. I'll turn it over to you now, that being the bad guy's turn. You, the other bad guys, what do you do?
You mean you as in us?
Yes.
Us. Yeah.
So we're the other bad guys?
You're the, well,
Yeah. We're not even the main bad guys in our own story.
Yeah, we're definitely not the good guys.
It's been unclear so far whether you're outlaws, bad guys, good guys, so we'll just go with that.
We're just
area.
some guys.
Just okay,
we're just
some
going.
guys.
Yeah. Hey, guys, it's our turn.
Is it the guy's turn or
Yeah.
the lady's turn?
It's
Both.
the guys' turn.
The guy's turn.
All four of you.
Men first. All right.
Yes.
Yes.
That seems very wild, wild west.
All right, Dan. Proceed.
I'm going to alert the other two. So there's some gunshots going on up there.
But wait, are you all right? That steam pile of metal just tried to crawl your hump.
Yeah, that thing hurt like hell. I don't know what that means though.
I don't know what that means either.
It means to pick a fight.
Oh, well, yeah,
Have you, been living under a rock?
yeah.
Oh,
You didn't see my house. It was rough. Yeah, I think I'm going to run to the ladder and try making my way up.
So we'll say this turn you get to the bottom of the ladder.
Okay.
Okay.
so have they recovered enough hit points to be up?
I got 2 hit points out of my
Same.
three.
We already resolved that. Okay.
They're
Yeah.
conscious.
Got it.
Yeah. Not doing great. Yeah, I mean, at the sound of Archie telling me about the sound of the gunshot, I also run for the ladder because I'm concerned about my horse/lawyer and his well-being.
Right. And who is currently still strapped up to a wagon full of water, if I recall.
Mm.
All right. So Clem also rushes over. Killdread, what are you up to?
Killdread will be the last up the ladder.
Okay. And Mariposa, you stand atop the bell tower. You see these bandits circling the abbey. What do you do? And I want to try and emphasize that
shooting is hard.
Shooting is hard. The more you do to narrate this as like a scene from a movie, the easier you make it for your character to shoot, the less likely you will have to roll at all in order to hit.
Okay.
It's still night.
Yeah.
Right? You were able to see them by the moonlight, but it's still quite dark out. You're a fair distance away, right? So whatever you can do to reduce the difficulty of your shots will help, right?
Can you narrate the crack of dawn?
Yeah, the night just went by so fast.
Oh my.
Good point. Let's find out. I'm supposed to be a story weaver after all.
You can narrate the clouds moving past the full moon.
Did we establish what type of moon it was yet? I can't even remember.
It was a new moon just a couple nights ago, so it is just
still
a sliver.
Such a sliver.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe still that sliver of light from the moon is like haloing down on at least the front side, my side, I should say, of the wall, so I can see the people down below getting off their horses, starting to climb.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna aim right down my barrel, right down to the wall, and I have no guilt whatsoever to shoot down at someone.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just try to clean blast the first person I see with the help of the light of the sliver moon.
All right. You see a guy with a big pheasant feather in his round-topped cap. Currently, he's got a repeater rifle strapped across his back, and he is scrambling over the wall. Go ahead, take your shot.
I took a shot. It's 19.
Oh, that's a hit. Go ahead, roll damage.
3.
3 points of damage. Okay.
I feel like it should be more if I'm shooting right into his head, but...
Your bullet rockets out and strikes him in the side. He recoils in pain and begins to slip back off the wall with and he falls back to the ground behind the wall. He's taken 3 points of damage. It is my turn. Beatrice is going to run towards the gate. She's making sure that it's secure, being sure that wooden beam across the gate is like locked in place to kind of keep it steady. These bandits are going to continue to climb here. All right, you see one of them get successfully to the top of the wall, and peeking over, he shouts down, "I got a whole cart full of them in here. I only see one woman." And then he throws the leg over, and he's basically inside the wall. You then hear some rattling at the front gates. Then you hear somebody yell, hey, get back from there, get back. And it is going to be your folks' turn again.
Don't go near that door.
Something bad's about to happen. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's obvious what the three of our turns will be, which will be scaling the ladder.
All right. So the three of you scale the ladder. I'm going to need a roll from Clem if he's trying to do this in haste.
Because of his shotgun
fucking leg.
His shotgun leg.
I hope for your guys' sake, it's like he's the last one on the ladder, just in case.
I think he's in the middle.
Narratively, I was the second one on the ladder, so...
Uh-oh.
We should have strapped a boot to your shotgun leg.
That's what I should have done. Should have done a lot of things.
Yeah.
Well, now we know.
All those are good ideas in hindsight.
We know your Achilles heel is your Achilles heel.
What am I rolling? What?
I'm going to say this is a grit.
12.
Okay. Successful.
Okay.
Okay, good.
You clamber your way up the ladder, slipping only once or twice.
Oh!
And then Killdread, climbing up behind you, looks up into the barrel of the shotgun, pointing down at it, and is
That's so
probably
scary.
thinking, like, don't do anything to slip.
Don't sneeze.
Yeah, don't sneeze. Yeah, so the three of you spend your turns getting up to the top of the well. So, Archie, when you get to the top of the ladder, you're at the edge of the well. What do you do there? Are you getting yourself all the way out and using the well as cover? Are you making another run for it? Are you going to wait there until you see something? What are you thinking?
Having heard the second shot, and I was probably hearing the yelling and everything at that point, being that high up. So I'm going to assume that imminent danger, so I'm just going to hop over the edge and kind of hug the side of the well. Just have my back up against it and taking cover.
Okay, Archie's back is up against the well, taking cover. Clem, what are you thinking?
When I poke my head up out of the well, can I, see enough or hear enough to get sort of an idea about where the rest of our party is, at least, inside of the compound?
Roll a wits.
I'm going to use my ace.
Cool.
That's fair.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise I'm going to lose them in a minute.
Yeah.
I forgot we
Because
even
I just
had
rolled a
that.
0, so I'm going to use my ace. 1.
Natural 1 or total?
No, I rolled a 4. I have a -3, so a 1.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
So what does this total lack of awareness look like?
Well, I have the 70-gallon hat. So
Okay. So it gets caught in part of the ladder as you get to the top, and you're
That's right.
struggling. You're struggling to untangle it, so you haven't been able to get a good bearing on where everybody's at.
In fact,
Yeah.
it just pushed it over your eyes.
Yep. That's exactly it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm blinded by my own hat, and I stumble out of the well and somersault onto the ground outside of the well.
Okay. Clem falls out of the well. Killdread.
I think after wincing a bunch and trying to avoid the shotgun leg, he will climb out, and seeing as this area is well protected by Archie and Clem, he's going to try to run over towards where Beatrice is.
Okay. I'm going to get you to roll me a luck.
I will also use my ace.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. 13.
13. Okay.
Much
So
better.
as you dart across the open area between the buildings, a few stray bullets flash past you from this fella that had dropped in the wall to the north, nearer to the church. And now Killdread is over with Beatrice. All right. It is Mariposa's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna start trying to pick off more guys who are coming up over the wall side.
Okay.
17.
17 is a hit. Roll your damage.
4 this time.
4 points of damage.
So this time, a guy just peeks over. Actually, he has a 7-gallon hat, and it gave him away before. So just as his head starts to crest over, I just put my gun out and I take a shot right at him.
Okay, and this guy manages to, despite the getting grazed across the ear by this bullet, he manages to hang on to the edge of the wall and yells out in pain, but is still pulling himself over. Beatrice is going to take a shot at this fella that has jumped over the wall and spotted her. So she's got her revolver out, and that is a miss. So she begins to exchange fire with this person across the courtyard. It is now my bandits' turns, so that means we've got now a second guy within the wall. The man who already climbed over the wall is going to run up and take cover beside the church, so he's out of Mariposa's view. Clem and Archie, you can kind of see him up to your north there. Beatrice can maybe see his nose poking out around the wall, but that's about it. Another one drops over the wall and begins to shoot to the south at Clem and Archie. Let's see, who am I aiming at?
What row?
That's a Clem. Clem, I need you to roll me I think it's a luck to avoid getting shot.
Okay. That's a 9.
A 9, you say?
Mm-hmm.
A 9. That is a fail. You're going to take some damage.
Oh, boy.
Oh, this guy's got some revolver.
Uh-oh.
Great.
Not exploding.
Uh-oh. That is
Oh,
4
no.
points of damage.
Whoa, okay, well, that takes me down to 0 again.
Does it take you down to negative?
It does, to -2.
Well, you have
Yeah.
armor, or you
Oh.
have a jacket and stuff, so does that reduce it?
It still takes me down to negative.
You also
Okay.
still have your 70-gallon hat.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I could have my hat blow off my head.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'd be able to see again.
Once per combat.
That's what's going to happen. Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to blow my hat off my head, and it goes floating behind me because it's so wide that it has some,
It's like a
some
frisbee.
hang time.
The Bernoulli effect is kind of
Yeah,
keeping you
the
aloft.
Bernoulli effect.
And then it falls down the well, never to be seen again.
Yeah. So it blows off my head, and I can see well now, and so I don't take any damage. Is that right?
That's right. No damage.
All right.
You see Archie looking back longingly at the hat.
You just want all his clothes.
So fashionable.
And a third man clambers over the top of the wall and hits the sand.
We really need
Jesus.
a grenade or something.
It is now your turn, player. Oh, wait. Actually, it's a new round. I'm supposed to roll every time. My bad.
Oh my god.
I know. The tension. The tension. Are you going to roll good on this? Or are you going to
Yes.
roll bad? Oh, we'll see. We'll see. 1 to 3. Enemies go first. 4 to 6. Players go first. That's a 1.
Oh,
Can I
no!
use an ace?
Not on this. You're also out of aces.
Yeah.
All right. So I need Clem and Archie to both roll a luck check.
Oh, man. You're out of hats.
18.
Ooh,
Okay, you're good.
much better.
16.
16. Okay. The two that had just jumped over the wall are going to move their way to the side beside the church, trying to take some cover up against the wall. It's not great cover from Clem and Archie, but it's something. Meanwhile, the third who had ran up against the church is now running into the church.
Oh, shit.
He's breached the gates.
And Beatrice and Killdread, you see him disappear through the door. You then hear a huge explosion as the front gates blow open with like explosive force. Shrapnel and wood bits are flying everywhere. And you see another 2 bandits running towards the gate from the front.
Man, I wish we had a live bear right about now.
Are we like not supposed to be able to survive this?
Yeah, there's a lot
Right.
of dudes.
Yeah.
All right, it is your turn.
All right, I have a plan.
Okay, tell us
Perfect.
what your plan.
I want to jump into our wagon and then try to run them over with said wagon.
It did work well the time that I tried that.
Yeah.
Okay, so my horse stabbing phantoms here as well. He's not hooked up to the wagon though.
No.
They would just be
It's just the
tied
mules.
onto like a hitching post.
Yeah. So I look over at Clem and I'm like, "Can you do what you did before? Can you mow him down?"
Can I do it?
Yeah, I'll get on stabbing phantom. I can ride out, maybe take a shot at one of them. You can run the other one over.
Okay, partner.
All right.
Yeah, I guess I'll jump on there. I also want to like consult these guys
Okay.
on my way
Okay.
up in hopes of like demoralizing them a little bit, making them think about what they're doing, and it might give us an edge.
Okay.
you
Here
know?
comes one of
okay.
your one-liners.
Yes. So I'm gonna
Nice.
like hop up onto one of the mules, and I'm gonna tell them, "You bastards are about as welcome here as a rattlesnake in a square dance." And then I crack the whip, take off towards
And
them.
you're driving the cart.
That's right.
Okay.
At Archie's request.
So now we got a Clem on the cart. I'll get you to roll a wits to see how effective your shouting is.
Not a luck.
No.
No.
Even Dan is against you on that.
Fuck!
Did you just roll a 1 and erase all of our aces?
I just rolled a natural
All right. Well, Clem lashes the whip, and these 2 mules, Blackjack Esquire and
Tequila Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise, begin to trot out of the gates towards these 2 bandits, brandishing weapons.
Yeah, I was thinking, is it trotting?
Yeah. Can't you
It
do a
takes them
little
a second
gallop?
to get up to a gallop, you know? They got a lot of weight to pull. So they're steadily speeding up, rest assured. Clem shouts, and maybe he coughs or sneezes while he's trying to get it out, his insult. Archie, what are you doing?
I hop up top, stabbing phantom, and I ride out as well.
Okay, so Archie is following along.
I'm gonna try to take out the one on the left.
You do like action hero Legolas.
Yeah, I pull
horse
out
mounting.
my revolver as well. I cock it as we ride out.
Okay, and are you going to take a shot?
Yeah, I might as well.
Okay.
15.
15 is a hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
6. Oh, this is exploding, isn't it?
Yep.
Sick. 7.
7. Okay, describe your kill.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I do the cool fanning of the gun, and I fan the hammer, and I just unload into him, all 6 shots right into his chest.
He like stumbles back and falls to the ground. The other bandit beside him yells, "No, Clem Jr."
I killed a junior?
Yeah.
How
had a
young was this guy looking?
A clam?
He looked to be in his mid-40s.
Did you say Clem Jr.?
I said Clem Jr.
Uh-oh.
Was that my dad?
Killdread, what are you doing?
Killdread will turn to Beatrice. You stay here since you don't know how to use that thing. I'm going to go in the chapel, and I'll be right back. And he's going to run towards the guy who ran into the chapel.
All right, you run through the front door of the chapel, and you can see this guy's just towards the back of the church. He's kind of getting close to the door where he could potentially look up or run up the spiral staircase towards Mariposa. You've got time to take a shot if you want.
I am going to take a shot.
Shooting in a church.
Don't you touch her. That is a 17.
Okay,
nice.
that hits. Roll damage.
Yeah. 6.
Ooh.
Is it exploding
dice.
too?
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. 4. So 10.
Oh man, you obliterate that guy.
Describe how you decorate the church with this man's brains.
I run in through the front, see this guy running up. As I say whatever I said, don't you touch her. He turns around to look at me, and that gunshot goes straight through his cheek, through the other side, and then paints the back wall. I'm guessing we're close enough to the altar that it splatters everywhere.
Nice.
Add some decorations to the weird triangle winged symbol.
Yeah. Right on. Okay. Another one down. His handlebar mustache falls off his face.
Oh no.
Was it
That's
fake?
the worst thing that can happen to a cowboy.
Can I use it?
Mariposa. You have a bit of a shot over Clem's shoulder at the last bandit who stands outside the gate, but the other ones that are within the walls are currently hugged up against the wall of the chapel, too close for you to get a line on them.
Right.
What do you do?
That's fair. In this turn, I'm going to actually just yell down what I can see to these guys so they actually have some sort of idea what's happening. So I don't know how many guys are on the side, but I'll be like, there are 4 on the right wall and, another 8 on the other side.
Why are you lying to us?
I
That
just
is
made
so many more
whatever
bandits.
numbers. I imagine that there's so many.
This is what you can see is these few that are currently available on the map there.
Okay. The map is so small.
Does she see any mattresses?
Mattresses?
Yeah, are there any mattresses that they're lugging behind them, perhaps? No? Okay.
It doesn't look like it.
I don't think about the mattresses. So there's only 3 people altogether?
From what you can see,
Okay.
We
or from what
outnumber.
you have seen.
Yes. So from what I'm going to see, I'm going to be there's 2 up against the wall and only 1 left at the gate.
Okay. And so that's your turn?
Yeah.
Why don't we have you roll something to see if we can pass a bonus to somebody, perhaps? Let's roll a wits, as you're kind of coordinating the team here.
Oh, 17 with my minus.
Hey.
17. All right. So let's say the next player to go will get advantage on their roll. And I'll let you fight it out. Beatrice has got to go. Beatrice is going to run basically back towards Killdread to help support him that way. And watch the door behind him. She's just outside the church door, kind of watching the courtyard, watching around the corner to see if anybody will come out. And it is a new round, so we'll roll for initiative again.
Big money, big money.
My ne'er-do-wells go first yet again. So, this guy who's facing down this charging, rampaging mule cart is going to attempt to shoot its driver. This guy's got a repeater, a short rifle. He points it at Clem, and he fires. Clem, you need to roll a luck.
8.
Oh my God.
That is 4 points of damage.
Oh, no.
That takes me down.
Okay,
Does he fall off the cart?
we're about to see. Depends on what happens here. So each time your HP reaches 0 or below, roll D20 plus grit and subtract your negative hit points.
Fuck!
Oh.
So I roll a
no.
D20 and subtract whatever my minus is.
And you add your grit.
Okay, D20. I rolled a 2.
Oh my
Minus
God.
1 is
One.
1.
Plus your
Plus my grit is 3.
Okay.
So what's your total?
4.
3.
No,
Three.
it'd be 4. You're 2 minus 1
Just
plus 3.
say 4.
It's 4.
No, let's go with 4. Let's go with 4. Fuck it.
That's the
I'm going to
one.
round up. It's 4.
Round up to
won't
4.
matter, but
Lucky for us, a 3 and a 4 are the same result on my table. I now need you to roll a D6.
Oh God.
Okay. 2.
Oh,
This
no.
man's going to need another shotgun appendage, I think.
Well, Alex, you're a goner.
Oh, no.
You have 9 minutes to live.
Holy
What?
shit!
9 minutes.
At
No,
best, you've
9
got
minutes?
9 minutes to live.
Is there no way to recover, or is that just
He is mortally wounded.
Okay.
You know, with some severe bleeding, maybe your gut shot.
no cigarette will fix this?
How this table works is the worse we roll here, the more likely it is you're going to die, or the sooner you die, right? So you rolled pretty bad on the overall D20 roll.
Yeah.
You got the you're a goner result.
Okay.
Then we roll that D6.
Oh my
and if you roll a 6, you have like up to a month of tedious expiration before you will pass.
Wow. Okay.
You rolled the worst possible result, and then- which gives you D10 minutes. So you have about 9 minutes
Jesus.
to make your mark.
Am I like, it's done, I am going to die, or I
Yeah.
die unless someone does something to stop it in the next 9 minutes?
No, you're dead.
You're going to die.
Oh, shit.
No matter
I
what.
want that to be how Clem role plays it, especially like how you
Okay.
role play Clem. He thinks he is dying.
He doesn't know better.
Because he is dying. Yeah.
I was going out in a fucking blaze of glory, is what's happening.
But wait,
Okay.
can we do anything? Or like,
I think he's just dying.
Do you have magic?
I've got cigarettes. Right, the first time.
That's
plug the
basically
wound
magic.
with
I got a bar of soap.
Well, let's see how this plays out. So that guy has made his shot.
Okay.
That's his turn up. The other two are going to make some moves. There's 2 guys still back here by the chapel. One of them is going to take cover around the back corner across from Beatrice and is going to fire some shots towards her. Let's see what happens here. Oh, no. That is a hit. Beatrice takes 1 point of damage.
Oh no.
And that is all you know. It is now players' turns. Remember that thanks to Mariposa's coordination, the first person to make a roll is going to get advantage.
It's just because I saw Clem go down that I'm going to kind of rush to his aid, was my thought.
I was going to just say he should use it as part of his blaze of glory,
Oh.
in my opinion.
Yeah, he's got a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do your thing, man.
Since I'm going to go out in a blaze of glory here.
Can't lose any more of our aces.
That's right. I guess not. Yeah, I am in bad shape, like really, really bad shape. And yeah, the last bullet went like right through my gut. I'm fucking coughing up blood. I look at this bandit in front of me, and Shaun, is it my granddad?
No.
Okay.
Can it be?
Is it my granddad? Okay. All right. I am gonna look at this son of a bitch. I'm gonna tell him in my toughest fucking tough guy voice. On the outside, I'm hooting, but on the inside, I'm hollering. And I swing my shotgun leg up as I'm like, riding up to him. And I'm going to try to shoot him in the face with my shotgun leg while running him down.
Do it.
Make the biggest mess possible.
2 D20s, roll grit.
Roll grit, okay? 2 18s.
Oh, hell yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Damage with your shotgun leg is what, like a 2d4 if you're using both barrels?
3.
The shards of your shotgun blast into him. He reels back, clutching at his shoulder. And why don't we roll to see if he dodges the mule cart? This guy is trampled down by the mules as he attempts to recover from that gunshot. And Clem and the mules roll right past him.
Oh, boy.
Archie, Beatrice, Killdread, and Mariposa still have a turn. What are you guys going to do?
Seeing that Clem has taken out this guy, I'll turn Stab and Phantom around and I'll ride back into the courtyard and I start reloading my revolver.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll have time to make a shot, but if I do, I will. And if not, that's fine too.
Yeah, go for it. Because you didn't roll a 1 on your damage, so you have not technically run out of ammunition by the rules. You're just really quick at reloading unless you roll a 1.
Sure. I will see the ones hanging around the corner and maybe I'll ride around the side of the well and come at them kind of from the back.
Okay.
13.
Okay, so you come around the far corner of the well, galloping on Stab and Phantom, and you see just one man taking shelter up against the side as he was attempting to shoot at Beatrice. Your shot hits. Roll your damage.
Someone looks a little lost. 4 damage.
4 damage. Describe your kill.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Okay, I pop him in the kneecaps, and he falls to his knees, and then one more through the heart to finish him off.
Okay, this deranged desert cowpoke falls to the ground dead. It is still Killdread and Mariposa.
Because I was watching out, I'm going to try to see if I can see where this other guy's going. I pull out my spyglass, even.
Ooh.
Make a wits.
A 6. This
All right,
guy's
yeah,
hidden.
You're not sure. You don't see him. You're pretty confident you saw one other jump over the wall, but you don't know where he went to. Killdread.
Thought I told you to stay behind. He says to Beatrice, and then, he will make his way behind the chapel
Right.
sneakily.
Okay. Roll Slick.
13.
Okay, you get to the front corner of the church, and as you're about to turn the corner, you hear the scuff of a boot on gravel just around the corner.
Ignore it. It's probably fine.
How have you lived this long?
That sounds like the scuff of a friend.
I obviously whirl around real cool and kind of kneel down a bit.
Ooh, you take a knee and you fire at him. Go ahead and roll. Actually,
Oh,
don't roll.
okay.
Because with your successful Slick, you got the drop on him. You didn't know you were there, so just roll damage.
Ooh, nice. That's another 6. That's a 10.
Killdread comes up to the edge of the chapel, moving slowly and stealthily because he has a sense that someone is over here. As he gets to the edge of the corner of the chapel, he hears a scuff of a boot. Deftly, with a pirouette, drops to a knee, gun out, and shoots this lone remaining bandit who is attempting to sneak his way around. And the last combatant falls to the ground. What do you do?
The first of the 2 bandits that were outside of there that we were running down, the one who got killed and is allegedly named Clem Jr.
Yeah.
Can I get a look at him? Is it my dad?
So Clem, like, you're like bleeding from your guts or something like that. And you like clamber over to the edge of the cart and you drop off and like you hit the ground. Your like knee collapses under you and you're like covered in dust and you drag yourself over.
Army crawl over.
Yeah. To this body and you roll it over with like a sigh of relief. You realize, or a grimace of consternation, up to you. You realize that this is not a relative of yours. It is just a coincidentally named Clem.
Okay.
Is that possible?
He's just also named Clem Jr.
Yes.
I just thought there were only 3.
His hat is actually quite small and tight.
So it clearly couldn't be my dad.
Clearly.
We're known for our giant hats and affordable mattresses and box springs.
Oh, yeah, that's what you were asking.
So confused when you're talking about mattresses.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah. Like, I'll ask about that later. Yeah.
Same.
I was like, maybe they're trying to use mattresses to get over the barbed wire.
Wait, you didn't
There's
get it
no
either?
Barbed wire.
I thought
I got it.
Okay.
I didn't get it.
I could tell Alex was the only one who had a hint of understanding. You were like, what?
I just thought this was one of those Killdread moments, you know?
I was thinking like stuntmen in like the Western movies where they climb to the top and then they
to
just
safely drop
fall
off
back.
the wall.
Yeah.
It would be so awesome if Clem's dad just had a gang and they all had mattresses on top of their horses as hats.
Mariposa, you
Mattress
standing at
hat.
the top of the bell tower, you can see out towards the gates that Clem has just like army crawled over, painfully turned over one of the bodies. You can tell that Clem is in pain.
Yeah. I can see even with that little sliver of light that there's just a trail of shining blood behind him. So I run as fast as I can down to the stairs, down to the front gate, kneel by Clem, and I'm like,
Can I see Mariposa on our way down?
Yeah, you hear the boot steps as these everyone starts to run over towards you.
my jingle jangle.
And I cough out, grab my hat, partner! Grab me my hat!
You see a half of a 70-gallon hat lying beside the well.
I pick it up as I'm running over, and I place it upon his head.
Yeah, you see that his like lower half is just like drenched in blood. Some of it's starting to.
Go, I want my hat on.
I know. That's the cowboy code. I understand.
Yeah.
I place it upon your head, and I'm like, "Hey, man, can I have your stuff?"
Mariposa. What
wow.
the hell?
I'm going to look up at you, and I'm going to tell you, that dog won't hunt. Which means no.
I thought you would understand.
You are one cold so big.
Yeah.
Mariposa, maybe you should go for a walk.
No, I'm going to say, like, he said I can have his stuff to everybody else. Because you can't hear him.
No, he said we all came over. Yeah.
Killdread will run over at this point too.
Mhm.
Clem, can anybody do something for him?
I'm like, I can help make it quick, but that's about it.
We can maybe bend his leg to point his shotgun at himself.
Oh my god!
Oh no!
I was just going to take my blade and
Oh, I think a gun's a lot
but that
quicker
works
than a blade.
too. Maybe. I really don't know, actually.
Okay, you guys are in a cowboy movie.
That's true.
So what does this scene look like
Oh.
as Clem lies on the ground in the moonlight? He just gets his hat back. He's coughing up blood. What are our outlaws? You know, I know that so far we've kind of had this comedic reaction, but what do you characters think?
Well, Killdread is sitting right beside Clem on his knees. He's looking up at Mariposa, Beatrice, Archie, as they're talking about how to kill him. And he's just
How to put him out of his misery.
he's just bewildered. He's not saying anything. He was trying to like see if anybody could do anything. And he's kind of shakily looking to find a cigarette just to see if he can at least help make it a little bit easier.
That ain't gonna heal him.
At least get some nicotine on my way out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we can help light it up.
Yeah, I got some matches. I'll strike a match and you put the cigarette in his mouth.
Here you go, Clem.
I prop him up so he's kind of like maybe resting on me kind of thing, but he's sitting up.
All right. I take a drag of the cigarette and I go patting around on my shirt and grabbing my pockets, and I've got that bottle of Dr. Jacobson's Helpful Bitters. I don't know what it is or what it tastes like, but maybe it'll take the edge off. I pop the top off of this bottle and guzzle it back. Cough some of it back up. Take another drag of the cigarette.
I like Mariposa's going to go to the side where he can't really see me because of the big old hat. And yeah, I'm just going to end it for him there and try to pull the trigger.
What the fuck?
Dude, he's dying.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, he's fine. No, he's bleeding out. His
Yeah,
guts are
but
shot.
like,
You could smell the bitters coming out of his stomach as he drinks it.
The blade drags through Clem's throat, and he breathes his last. And the four of you, with Clem, sit under the moonlight in the dark, surrounded by even more bodies on this violent career mission that you've undertaken. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks again for listening to The House of Bob. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. You can also follow us on your favorite social media platforms at The House of Bob, or come chat with us on Discord. And most of all, come and support us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. All the links are in the show notes, and this show is possible due to our patrons, who get one-shots, commentary, and other cool stuff. Art for this campaign is by me, Shaun Makes. Audio production is by Astronomic Audio, and music is by Duke Albert, John Julius, and Mike Hammock. Thanks again for listening, and roll on. Yeehaw!
In memory of Clem. Yippee-ki-yay, kayakers.
What's a kayak?
Tell my pappy I said, fuck you, Dad.
I think we all assumed that's what you were thinking.
we'll never know. He
No.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Don't
a
do
tradition.
it. Ah.
And to think you just remade that.
I did just remake it in Excel.
You totally cursed yourself.
Get an easier character sheet to deal with.
Hopefully this is a tale that tells you not to have a 10-gallon hat all the time.
70. 70 gallons.
Oh,
right.
okay, then you're fine.
Shaun was so quick to remove those aces.
I know. I looked up and they were gone.
It's just
He
one
was
button.
hovering over
It's
them.
just one button. It's
I've
easy.
never gotten to use
Oh.
an ace.
You gotta use it right away. That's the key.
You gotta
Apparently
take
it's
your turn
in your
Yeah.
before
first
Alex.
turn.
Yeah.
Get new dice. You're Clem. You'd be his dad.
No, I'm Clem the Third.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
dang,
Uh-oh.
Dan.
Yeah. His grandpa's Clem.
Then why was your
You're a
dad so
real-
mad about you stealing? Because clearly your father's some sort of criminal.
Yeah, there's
Did-
only one other
Did
Clem
you
in the
just
world.
kill my dad?
I hope so.
Daddy, Daddy, no.
Daddy.
And why don't we roll to see if he dodges the mule cart?
I think once he gets shot, he should be at a disadvantage, personally.
That's right, because he's stumbling backwards.
You might be right.
You ever been shot by a shotgun?
Yes.
Multiple times, and it was hard every time.
But I always outran the cart, so it's hard.
It's hard to compare.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm the exception or the rule, but into the courtyard while reloading.
Oh.
And he leaves.
he ran. He rode his horse into the sunset.
Ran into the sunset. I'm sad.
Yeah,
I
didn't
know.
that he's just dead.
Rip.
Sucks.
Not yet.
But
I got-
9
No, you're
minutes
dead.
of just excruciating pain. with nothing
Eight
to
minutes
do.
to go.
I'm excited to see how that all plays out. He's back.
Oops, sorry.
Did you close your window?
You got
by
kicked
accident?
off your horse. Did
Yeah,
ya?
I hit some weird button that did stuff. I don't know.
Some of these weird buttons on my keyboard.
Anyone got any fun ideas?
Nope. That's a 10.
Oh
You're
my god.
obliterating.
You guys, I switched dice. That's what it is.
Did you?
It
Well,
helps
that's
a
what
lot.
I
Yeah.
was found the one neglected dice at the bottom of the
You have
barrel.
like
That's what
exploding
it is.
bullets.
You know, you
My
got to
goodness.
use the neglected dice.
Yeah.
The ones that feel sad. that
They're
they
all
haven't been
built
used
up
for a
with
while.
the energy.
Yeah.
Like a crystal.
They got that grateful energy.
Just gonna sleep with it next to me.
I think-
Aw.
I think I read about this actually happening in your horoscope.
Oh, good.
So yes,
Yeah, what are you, Sagittarius?
Killdread comes up.
All of them.
All of them.
Oh shit. You're the
Killdread.
avatar. I pick it up as I'm running over, and I place it upon his head.
There, he's cured.
Get up, my guy. You're better now. No.
Whew, that was close.
And I cough some more. And I said, I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling hot. Feeling hotter than two hamsters farting in a wool sock.
Do you want me to just stab you, man?
Let's just give him a few minutes so he can get out the rest of his little quips.
Well, no, I didn't.
No, I don't
just
have enough
wanted
time. I only had 9 minutes total, right?
Yeah.
There's so many on this list.
He starts just rattling.
But
Yeah.
Clem, what do I say when I have to go to the bathroom? I need a one-liner.
Don't squat with your spurs on.
You accidentally get your little booty.
Well, somebody had to be the first to go.
There we go.
Mhm.
Makes sense. It was Alex.
Yeah, we're glad it was Clem.
That was awesome.
Just so grateful it wasn't one of us.
I like the kind of asymmetry of like you were the guy who rode somebody down on the mule cart last time, and like it'll work again totally, and this time it totally backfired.
Yeah,
It
he
did
just
not.
he just had a clear
Well,
shot
it
at
did
you.
work.
Yeah, you mowed him down just after your
There was a
mortal wound.
repercussion.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that was Archie's idea. So,
Well, it's just
True.
because
His fault is
who
that.
else?
To be fair, his idea was to remind you of that time that you did it before.
right.
But none of us were there, so we'll never know that he's to blame.
Yeah.
Now there's two murderers in the party.
Yeah, he has to take that to the
A
grave.
secret he'll take to his grave.
Yeah, he was about to say like not to trust me, but then you like slit his throat. So turns out he shouldn't have trusted you either. Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think he could have been talking honestly by that point. He'd be like gurgling
I don't
blood
know.
and stuff.
He was talking. He was talking about his pot.
We had like 5 more minutes, but you cut him short.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's right. I had so many one-liners left.
You literally would just let a person bleed out for 5 minutes in front of
In a
you.
cowboy movie?
That seems more fucked up
Absolutely.
to me.
There's always hope. Beatrice might have been able to fix them with the
No,
sand.
my-
I had an expensive education. I knew there ain't nothing we
I
could
could
do.
jam some sand in there.
Yeah, she's like, I have some sand from the ground. Maybe that we just rub it into his wound.
I got some healing sand in this ancient bottle.